Ciao friends and benvenuto. My name is Liz and welcome to Simple Italian Cooking. Today I'm going to be talking about an Italian fruit salad. So you might be wondering, wow, gosh, what's the difference between an Italian fruit salad and an American fruit salad? Well, not too much really, but there are a few things that are going to make this salad a little unique to Italy. So the first thing is flexibility. You've got to be flexible, especially if you're not in Italy and you don't have all the ingredients. So I'm going to go over the ingredients that I'm using today that I got while at the grocery store and finding what they had available. So I've got some strawberries, I've got some grapes, got orange, lemon juice. This comes in really handy later. And I got some blackberries, totally optional. And some kiwi, which, yes, is Italian. So they grow kiwi in Italy. I did not know that until recently. And then we have some plums. Now, if you can get Italian plums, those are even better. The store didn't have those, so I have to use regular plums. And if you have any peaches or nectarines, that is really good too. But the store did not have any. So that's okay because you can mix it up. Don't think that the Italians in Italy, when they're doing their Italian salads, have to have these 5 ingredients, that must be in every fruit salad. No, it's flexibility. Use what you have on hand. That's the Italian way. So I'm going to show you how we're going to go about this and why. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Andiamo. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is make sure that we wash all of the fruit. What I like to do is I like to soak them in some water with iodine or just in some distilled water, or just do a really good job washing them under the regular faucet and pat them dry. Especially with grapes, you'll be amazed at how much dirt and grime actually come off of these. I really don't recommend eating them right from the store, even if it says pre-rinsed. I'm telling you, it's got dirt and junk in it. So make sure you do a really good job cleaning everything up. I'm gonna have more tips for you along the way, so stick with me. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you appreciate this video, and if you love Italian food and you wanna know how to do some really easy Italian recipes that'll are amazing, sign up for my newsletter down below because I'm sending out fresh recipes all the time. Okay, so everything is washed up, and look how beautiful this is. I almost could just serve it like this, but we're making a salad, and so there is one ingredient that I want to specifically go over, and I did wash everything here. And also, if you can get organic, I really recommend that. Strawberries and blackberries, anything that doesn't have a thick coating over it, is one of the top ones listed by different food websites for ones that are going to be most toxic in regards to having chemicals and fertilizers and all that kind of bad stuff we don't want in our bodies because it soaks in through the skin easier. So if you can, at least, if you're not a big organic person, at least for the strawberries and blackberries, try to go organic if you can. Thanks. The orange. So we're going to add an orange here, but I'm going to show you a trick that I learned. Not really a trick. And hopefully I'll do this right. No, I didn't do that right. Okay, so I'm going to put this away and I'm going to do this again. Okay, fortunately I have another orange. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the tips off. And I'm just going to peel the outside. I'm just going to use my knife, and I'm going to try and get the white. I'm trying not to get the white. I'm trying to get the white out of there because we don't want that. So if you have a peeler that works really well, use that. So here's what we want to do to make our orange be the best way to eat. By the way, in terms of quantity, this is totally up to you. I'm doing enough for my husband and I so that we can just have a really nice salad throughout the day. If you're making it for a party, obviously double the quantities. And fortunately, because it is so flexible, you can add or decrease. So what we're going to do is when you slice the pieces here, you want to do it in between each of the, I don't know what they call, vertebrae or something. so that you're not getting anything that's hard to chew. First one's always the hardest. So this came out really great so I can show you. So normally when I would cut an orange, I would just cut it and it would always end up, you get this little flap here. It's always a little bit hard to chew. Some people don't care, but if you really want to make the best presentation and best eating experience, you really don't want that on there. So it's kind of like a membrane. I'm just going to go ahead and toss that. Now we have the most flavorful part of the orange without any bitterness that might come from that membrane. And I'm just going to go ahead and put it in my bowl. And then I'm going to go ahead and repeat the process throughout each of these pieces. It's not always the easiest to do, but it is worth it. So here's another one. Okay, great. Now I kind of got it started. And again, you just want to slice around the membrane on either side. And if you just focus on the membrane itself, the rest will just happen naturally. And this is really, really critical too, because the juices from these orange slices now will fall out more and get into the actual salad. So again, try and get as close to that membrane as possible so you're not wasting anything. I learned this from an older show that came across on Roku. I actually saw it. Was it Roku TV? I can't remember. No, CW or something. Anyway, it's on YouTube, I think. And it was called In Sicily with Aldo and Enzo. And I really love the show. Both my husband and I do, because they go through Sicily cooking outside different types of recipes on the spot. And it's just really cool. You learn a bit about Sicily and just some of the cooking. And this was one of the tips that I picked up from them talking. They're both chefs, and just you learn a lot. But you can see all the membranes. We don't want that. We don't want that tough stuff. So that was just like such an awesome tips. And I'm just going to cut them into bite-sized pieces. And they're just going to kind of fall apart in the salad, which is what we want. Liquid. You want all the pieces to be approximately the same bite size, unless you have something really unique in there. So let's go ahead and dig into the kiwi. We obviously want to peel them. And this is, I really like this kiwi. It's a certain, it's called Sun Gold, product of New Zealand. Sweeter golden kiwi. And I'm not a big kiwi fan until I actually tasted these. So if you see these at the store, go ahead and grab a box and give it, test it out, see if you like it. They taste to me less like kiwi and more like grapes. Another tip for having salads is you want different textures if you can. You don't want everything to be like super mushy, or kind of like that slimy feel like you get with grapes. So I'm just going to go ahead and you can chop them, you can slice them. I think I'm just going to do like a rough, narrow pieces. All right, great. So now let's go on to the plums. These look really good. So we just went shopping 2 days ago, and I'm doing this video early because I know that by the time I get around to doing this, according to my regular schedule, these will no longer be available. Actually, any of this. So here is another big tip if you're doing this for a party. Don't buy your fruit the same day you're making it, because it may not be ripe. Sometimes when you get them at the store, they're perfect, and sometimes they're not. So sometimes you just don't know until you actually get home and really look at what's in the bag. These are actually a little underripe, but I was concerned that my husband and I were going to eat up all the fruit before I got around to making the video. Another thing to know is that you can make a fruit salad not just for the summer. Now it's currently summertime right now, but fruit salads are great even for like holiday dinners. you can do that. Or if you want to just, you know, beef up a midday lunch, be healthy, definitely try this. All right, so now let's go ahead and do the strawberries. So we're gonna go ahead and take out the inside here. And I just do that by inserting my knife and twisting the strawberry, not instead of the knife. Blackberries, not everybody's a fan of blackberries. I am. I absolutely love them. I could snack on them all day long, especially when they're really sweet. Notice I'm not doing anything like bananas or mangoes. I don't want a tropical feel to this. So I'm definitely not using all of these grapes. Here's another tip, is when doing the grapes, they're gonna serve two purposes. Not only are they gonna be something to eat, they're gonna provide some juice. And I'm doing that by slicing them in half. Now, yes, this will take some time, especially if you have a large quantity, then you should probably just use a food processor on the slicer with a slicer blade. But I'm opening it up so it's actually going to absorb some of the juice that's in the other fruits. I bet you didn't know that there was so much to making a fruit salad. You can really see the colors there. So I'm happy with that, and don't worry, I would be using gloves if I was serving this to other people. But this is just me and my husband. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is pretty much the final step, and that's using the lemon. Now, we're not putting an actual lemon in here. What I wanna do is actually put some lemon juice to give it some brightness to the fruit salad. So I have here some organic lemon squeeze. This is fresh lemon juice in the bottle. It's not concentrate. Don't use concentrate. It's going to be a little different tasting. But I'm not going to use this in this salad because I happen to have some leftover lemons from another day, and I'm just going to add some fresh lemon juice. Now, I'm not doing a lot, and just depending on how much salad you have. And we're going to go ahead and mix this up because I want that lemon juice and the juice from everything else. I mean, you can already see here how much juice is coming out from everything, and that's exactly what we want. Really not going to add anything else. Now, if you want to make a nice presentation when you serve it, you can always put like a little twig of, you know, basil or something like that. But this is it. This is an Italian fruit salad. So let's just go ahead and put it in a serving bowl. So this looks beautiful. And assuming it's the next day if I'm doing it for a party, but right now I'm just going to go ahead and put it all in this serving bowl. And that looks beautiful. Looks really, really good. I like it because it's got that citrus smell, and that's like so classic of Italy with their lemons and oranges and just wonderful fruits that they have, and that's what I really wanted to capture in here. So, but you also don't want it to be lackluster where it's just kind of a thin thing. So that's why I like to add a few other things too, like the berries. You could do raspberries if you want raspberries, and all that kind of stuff. So very flexible. Let's go ahead and take a test. That combination is so great. So I hope that you really try to do an Italian style fruit salad. Not hard, was able to get basic ingredients, but that little bit of the lemon juice, doing that orange made a big difference. So I really hope you try that. Let me know if you have your own tips down below in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and like, and keep an eye out for the next video. Grazie e ciao.